Hi everyone, it's Cheryl. I am so happy to be back with you guys. So, today with Halloween in mind, and most of you know that I love Halloween, I have a really cute project share for you. So, let's get going. Can you stamp on laminating sheets like the pouches? Yes, you can. And I'm going to show you how to do that today to create some really cute little things. First off, and just make little bottles to tuck in. Whoops, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have these back here, but I was trying to, so I'll hold it up in my hand. I've got a lot of glare going on, so I'm really sorry. This is kind of a hard thing to do without the glare, but bear with me. This is just a little mason jar stamp I have, and I just punched a hole in it and stuck a little bulb pin through it. You could put some twine on it. So cute for a recipe journal. Sorry, I was holding it over the other one. These are just a couple of little bottles that I did, and I just stuck them on this tag so you could see them better, to show you that yes, you can color them, and my coloring job wasn't very good because I was kind of in a hurry. But you can make colored like they have liquid. And I have this little jar of eyeballs. Oops. And that is a paper clip, so you can paper clip it onto your page. And I will explain this. I'm not sure if this is going to be a 1 or 2 part video, but we'll see where we go, how long we're running into our time here. This is the last one, and I have made a little tuck spot out of it. Like so. You could also glue up this side and make a pocket. Yeah, very, very cute. Alright, so let's get started. What you're going to need is a laminating pouch. And I think this won't, it's got a little glare. Maybe I shut the slide off. I think that's worse. Maybe, I don't know. I can't bring it over because it's my 1950s UFO lamp, which is kind of cruddy. I guess I need to clean it. And I got to get a better setup. I'm coming to you from my room because my craft room is still undergoing that cleaning sorting process because I just stopped doing it for a while. Kind of depressed because I wasn't doing videos. All I was doing was stuff for work. Well, no more. I'm back. Okay, so what I have done is I have taken and I'm just using Ranger Archival, but you need archival ink for this. And I just have stamps. I have this set. They're no longer like where they're supposed to be, but I believe this is a Hampton Arts set, and I believe it was for Graphic 45, the old Curiosity Shop. Just different types of bottles. I also have the Ink-a-Dink-Do set, which came out a few years ago, and I wanted it, and I didn't get it. And then I was in Tuesday morning one day, and I found it. So I was so excited, yeah. Alright, so I left one spot, and we're going to stamp on that together so you can see. And we'll just use a test tube because we're about out of room. And the test tube does not fit on the stamp block I have because I have a very small stamp block. So we'll just do it this way. Alright, if I can get it open. It's a very, very old. I think I bought this archival back when I started, and I think that was 2015. Look at that. Mess already. Alright. Moving on. What you want to do is you want to make sure, first of all, you need the back side of the laminating sheet. There are 2 sides, and sometimes when you put them down, it's really hard to tell which is which. What I do sometimes is I just mark in the corner. I don't know if you can see that, probably not, but I have a little pink dot on the side that I need to stamp on. And you will get, when you run your fingers across this side, you'll get, if you don't push hard, you'll get some resistance. As where you put it on the glossy side, no resistance, not as much. So that's 2 ways to tell if you got the right side of your laminating sheet. Now when you press these down, try to get them down first try because they're going to smudge and smear if you don't. And then what I like to do is just, you need to stamp a ways away from your other images because you have to cut them out. And it wastes a little bit if you're really careful. Anyway, get the stamp the right side down. That's important, very important. And then just lay it on your sheet, and I just hold it for a couple seconds. I'm kind of rocking this one. Some of these don't stamp as well. I mean, they're good, but sometimes. And then when you go to pull it up, I put my finger down on the sheet and I pull straight up because sometimes your stamps do stick to your laminating sheet. Also, your laminating sheet will create static. And that is important later on. Alright, let's get that off of there. Back on this plastic, and we'll set that aside. Okay, so what you want to do next is you want to let this dry good, because if you don't let it dry, you know, you're going to put it on, you're going to smudge it. And nobody wants smudges. Speaking of smudges, if you want the colored liquid, I am using just plain Sharpie markers. I just have a bunch of colors and I'm just using them, although I found the lighter colors work better. I don't remember which one of these is the lightest of these blues. I used that for the... That ain't it. Wait a minute, maybe I used this one. Let me try it out. I've got paper back here. Eh, it's a little bright. And your inks are not going to come out as bright on the laminating sheet as they come out like when you do it on a piece of paper. So I've got these, and somewhere I've got a Recollections marker if it's not dried up. Try using that when you make a brown colored bottle. So, and I'm going to flip this because I'm not sure that's 100% dry. The ink becomes more matte looking as it dries, and it usually takes about 5 minutes. It doesn't take that long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Sharpie and I'm just going to color in the part where there would be liquid. Now the one thing to keep in mind, a Sharpie is alcohol ink. I believe also that your archival inks are alcohol inks, and if you get the Sharpie on the archival ink, it is going to just go black and smudge. So you just want to, and I'm not good at coloring anymore, guys, at all. And there I just got too close to the edge and I had a little bit come up. So I'm holding this down because it's going to move. And you can't get all the way to the edge of what you're coloring. I mean, you gotta, if you're going to go in there, and I can't see that good, but you want to get closer to the edge, you just got to be super duper careful. I'm not going to worry about that little bubble, and I'm not going to worry about this top part because honestly, it's not worth ruining your project when your Sharpie gets into your archival ink. Okay, so we're going to do that with that one, and the test tube, which is not quite dry, it's close, it's not quite, is, it's got liquid in it. So I may see if I can find a green that'll work. I was going to try, and this isn't going to smear now with my fingers, see? I'm running my finger over it and it's not smearing, so that's good. It's dry. I'm going to try a brown bottle, yeah, see, but this is doing a brown much better than a Sharpie does, so. Like I said, I apologize for my bad coloring. It's just that I can't see to always figure out exactly where I'm at. So, that's life. Alright. I think these color better than the Sharpies, actually. I mean, with the Sharpies, like this was a bottle I tried to do. I got the label too big, so, but you can see all the lines in it, I think, even with the shadows and stuff. That did not work well. So, and it was, the Sharpie was it had a lot of ink in it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill that in, and I'm gonna have like what looks like an antique brown bottle here. You know, you could do this with so many things. Think about a little snow globe for Christmas, wouldn't that be cute? I suppose I better do the neck of my bottle. And I'm not going to do these, I mean, I'm not going to worry if things aren't exactly great, because just because I am doing this for a tutorial. I can find something to use these on. So what I did then was I stamped a label that came with that bottle set, and then I just went over it with some bleh, some vintage photo distress ink. Whoops, I'm gonna invert this video, so I better show it that way so it's upside down. Okay, then you can just take a piece of, like any type of tape, I'm just using this little snail thing, and put your label down. You don't have to over tape it. One little bit should hold it. My edge is going to curl, but when it goes through the laminator, I'm going to make sure that I have this curled edge pointing away from where I'm putting it into the laminator, because I don't want the laminator catching. Now, I have had some disasters with this. If you don't have this down really well, there's a piece of my Pop-Tart. Yes, I was eating in here. I got really hungry. Decided to have a Pop-Tart. Brown sugar cinnamon. Boy, are they good. Alright, so I'm just coloring in this one now with the Sharpie. Making some blue liquid. I am thinking this should be dry by now. So, and I am getting close to the edge, and I am not really having a problem, but I'm not saying you won't if you color over your black lines, because I have had them just smear, and that's even after they've been dry. So anyway, now about this bottle where I put the tape on, this bottle didn't stamp right, and I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to try to hold it up. I used a double-sided tape, and if you look, and if I can get the glare down, which is my main goal, I think you can see that the tape will show through the clear part. Whoops, where are we? See that that line in there where it's lighter? That is a tape showing through the clear part, so it's something to keep in mind. Alright, now that I have this, and I don't think I'm going to do anything else with it, just for the sake of moving this along, I am going to plug in and heat up my laminator. I got so much stuff plugged in down here. Alright, I'm going to plug it in, and I'm using mine on, I have the Amazon laminator, which I like a lot, I really do. But I use mine on, there's 5mm and 3mm up here on the top. I think you can see that, but I use mine on the 5mm for this. I don't know really what the difference is. Maybe it gets a little hotter. Alright, we're going to turn it on and let it heat up. Sorry about bumping the table. I'm not used to working at this table. This is something different. So we're just going to heat this laminator up. Make sure I have enough room for it to come out the back. Make sure I don't have anything on the sheet that I'm going to cover with. Now, also, I didn't have any other type of glue right off. No really heavy duty glue that doesn't blob like I've got E6000. But when I glued this on, I just used tacky glue, and as you can see, it is peeling off. So if you had a better glue that would dry clear, that would stick really good, then your little pocket or tuck spot would be, secure. I need to look into getting some more glues. This COVID stuff, though, it's hard. I mean, because you go out, but then you're like, should I have went out? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I need to get everything ready here. Sure, my top sheet of my laminator pouch is nice and clean. No dust, dirt, nothing on it. That's possible in my house. I work so much that I just don't have time to do everything. So we're waiting for the little light over here to get green. While we're doing that, we can pick our markers up. Put them back in the box before I lose those, or my cat finds them and thinks it's a new toy. I hope you've all been doing good. I hope everyone's staying safe. Fall is definitely here in the Midwest. We've been in the 50s the past couple days, and it feels cold. It just, to me, I don't like the cold weather. I love fall, but I don't like the cold, and I don't like the winter. I know it's coming at me. So yeah, now we're supposed to go back up into the upper 70s, almost 80 again. So next week, so it's crazy. I heard it click, so it should be just about ready. So I'm gonna set it back, and I'm gonna show you how to get your sheet ready. Now what I did, I've been watching some other ladies' videos and seeing how they're doing stuff. I want to place this on, and I want to get it as even as possible to get all the, oh, I have it up too far, one of them. I want to be able to get it on here as straight and even as possible, matching all my corners if possible. I want to make sure I have the shiny side up. There's my green light. We're ready to go. Now, what a lot of them do is they run it through with a paper. Okay? Now that's fine, but if your paper is not, you got a little bend in it or something like that, and I'm putting the paper over under the laminating sheet. If your edges come up, Kitty's been here. Alright, let's get that off. It'll laminate on there. Okay, get that over. Okay, let's get it back down. And I'm so sorry about the glare. There's really no good way to do this. What I did with my other one, my last one, was to make sure, because I ran it through with paper and the paper caught in the laminator. I didn't have it secured. Paper caught in the laminator, and I take my laminator apart to get it out. So what I do is I just run a little bit of glue or tape where I know there isn't, it's not going to touch what I'm doing. And that's not very sticky. It's just a cheap one I got at the dollar store. And then I just push that down. Now, this is the part where it's either going to go right or it's going to go wrong, and believe me, I've had my share of failures. So, with that in mind, I am going to, I'm not even sure where I want to stick this into the laminator, because I could do it clear down here, or I could do it up here because I've got an odd size. It's not 4x6, but it's not letter size. So, I think we'll just stick it in up here on the letter part. Mine has letter, 4x6, and card, so take your chances. Now what I want to do is I want to get this in as straight as possible, and I want to get it in, and I want to hold it up. And I'll show you why in a minute. So far so good. And I am holding it level, as level as I can. It should be coming out the back side. Yes, good. That's a good thing. That is a very good thing, that it is coming out. Since when it don't come out, that's when you got the problems. And I don't have the paper sheet all the way to the end of my laminating sheet, but that worked out okay the other day. So, and then I try to, when I pull it out, get it out the other side, I try to hold on to that too and hold it up. Still coming. Alright, why I do that is because your laminator will ripple your paper. You see that? And it happens. It's not a big deal, because you can always press it flat while it's still hot, and it's fine. But I'm going to run it through a second time. And hopefully we'll have as good a luck as we had the first time. Or not. Come on. Why are you not taking my paper? I have a feeling it might have to do with the edge of the sheet. And this also is make or break, because if the laminator does not take the sheet right, it's bent up or something, we could run it through upside down. I'm not sure how that's going to be, but if we can get it to take it, we'll chance it. Okay. Says it's going through. Honest, guys, I'm hearing some weird noises. Doesn't make me feel good until I feel it come out the back side. Yep, it curled on me. Alright. Nice thing about these, yeah, okay. Well, we'll just let it go because it was only one corner. And it's now not coming out. Okay, nice part about these laminators, these are that they're very good and a quick release. So running it through backward with the paper on top was probably not thing to do, and I'm losing a lot of my paper, so. Alright, we're going to pull it out. There we go. Okay, now I have major ripples. See that? I shouldn't have done that. Okay, this is what happens. I don't want to scare you off, so I'll try one more time. I know better. I shouldn't. We're going to try going through from this side. See if we can straighten this out. Seems to be taking it. If you hear a click in there, you're probably going to have a problem. Now I'm just bending it so the laminator can take it easier. Are you coming out? Yes, it's coming out. That's good. Good. That ain't sounding good. I have ran just the laminating sheets through before, and that worked for me. I don't have another one of these done, so hopefully we're going to be okay. Alright, I got it more straightened out, and it's really hot, so I'm just going to try to press it straight. I think a lot of it's the paper, so we're going to peel the paper off. And because I'm not that bright, I'm going to run it through one more time, but as you can see, without the paper, and you can run it through without the paper, you're just kind of taking your chances. I'm going to try one more time to get it flattened out. Never give up until you have to. And that's when you're taking your laminator apart because your page is stuck and you can't get it out. Come through, come through. I'm hearing crunches. Nope, it's coming. Good, good. I do believe we might have saved it. Well, let's just see what happens. I'm holding on to the end of it and I'm not pulling, but I've got tension on it so that it doesn't crinkle up the paper. Alright, good enough. Good enough. We have one small crinkle. Better than what we had. Alright guys, so I guess the big thing there is please do not panic. Okay, now, sorry about that. I'm trying to get my crafting mat off my cutting mat. Because I need my cutting mat. I need my knives. I brought them in here somewhere. Now I recommend using a knife with this because you can cut it with scissors. It will not separate. Trust me. Believe me. I am so sorry about that glare. Now it's really bad. So sorry. Let's put it on top of this again. It's more matte. And we're still got the glare going. Let's move the UFO light over. Ah, better. A little better. Okay, so I recommend cutting it out with a knife just because it seems to work better for me right now. So, get rid of that. And I am going to, oh, I am so sorry about the glare. So sorry. Let's just cover that side up for now. That. I can never tell what's straight up there in the camera because it always looks like it's off, which it probably is. Or I'm off, which I know I am. Okay, so as soon as I get the knife to take my blade. This is a knife set. I got it free from Menards several years ago. They always give you a birthday thing if you use your big card. And yeah, so that's where I got it. I think it's like $14.99 if you have to buy it. Okay, so then you just take your knife, you know, most of you know how to cut with a knife, and I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go back to the cutting mat. I'm going to cut a piece off so we don't have all this glaring sheet sitting here looking at us. There we go. And we'll just concentrate on this. So I'm just going to cut out one of these with you because, and I'm not cutting right on the edge of my bottle because now it's kind of hard for me to line stuff up, and I don't want to cut into my bottle. I want to give myself a little room in case I make a mistake. Right. So far, so good. Until we get to the curve, of course. That's crooked. Oh well. This is mostly just for the demo anyway, to share with you. Ah, see, there we go. Now I'm way off. Okay, we'll just deal with it. I'm not going to waste the whole video trying to cut precisely when it's little impossible. I don't do too bad most times. I'm kind of hurrying because I know this video is starting to get long. So let's just finish it up. After we get this cut out, I will find a better spot with better lighting for next time. And there you go. You have your little bottle. And I just stamped this one with the one that says somebody Marshall's Katara sugar coated. So what am I doing? Let's do it. Oh, let's not do that. There it is, right there. Oh, there. I am so sorry, people, about the glare. That is terrible. I need to get some better lighting here. I'm not used to doing it in this room, but I had no space in my craft room. Not at this time. My table is covered with stuff I'm sorting out. So I think we're going to leave it here today. And I'm going to, while we're not on camera, while we're not doing a video, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut the rest of these out. And I think we'll come back with a short part 2, hopefully tomorrow, showing you how I did the little specimen one. Well, I can't show you that now, because here's the frog. I forgot to put him in there before I laminated it. Yeah, so anyway, yes, you can laminate on these, and the edges are not coming loose. I'm flicking it. They're not coming loose. You can do the same thing with a pair of scissors. You can cut it out with that. So yeah, so this didn't go exactly like I wanted it to today, but you know what? I'm leaving my mistake in because we all make them. No one's perfect. That's the beauty of crafting and art. Nothing's perfect. Everything is uniquely you, mistakes and not. But I also showed you can recover from your mistakes. It's not impossible. So yeah, I loved my first video back to have been, oh, look at this, and it all turned out just wonderful and everything else, but it didn't. And that's okay. I'm good with that. Let's see, yeah, if I'd have been smart, I'd have put the little frog in between the laminating sheets, and then he would have been in the jar. And since I knew this was going to be a pocket, and still is after I get some good glue, I just made his back green. You don't have to. But that's a thought if you wanted, you know, just like use it as a little, like I did with the mason jar. I thought it could be attached to a page. And these would be so much cuter if you punched out little things that look like berries in them or something, made it look like a little jam jar. So that one I put the bulb pin on. And I punched it with the crocodile. So you can do that. And it's still holding together. It's still fine. So, as I said, we will come back with part 2. Hopefully I will have no disasters. Thank you all for joining me. It's great to be back. I'm going to try to get a video up once a week. My shift rotates, so like I got the weekend off, so then I'll work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but then I'll have Thursday and Friday off, so we're going to try to do that. And then I'll work Saturday and Sunday, and I'll have Monday and Tuesday off, so we're going to try, every time I have a couple days off, I'm going to try to get a video up. So thank you very much for joining me. It's so good to be back. I missed you all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.